Hey, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Jen. I know I'm a disaster. It's 9:30 at night. I'm ready for bed, but I want to make my cold start yogurt and it incubates overnight, so I need to do it now. So ignore the mess that I am. So I'm going to start with a container of FairLife milk. It's ultra pasteurized, which you have to use. You can't use regular milk to do the cold start method, the no boil method, because of the bacteria. So I find this so much easier. I like the FairLife. Two of us in the household are lactose intolerant, so this works great. So I'm going to pour the entire container of FairLife into my Instant Pot. This is so easy. It's insane. And then I'm going to use 1 tablespoon, a huge heaping tablespoon of Greek plain yogurt, like huge. And it's just plain Greek yogurt. Make sure it has the live and active cultures. I'm gonna use a little extra just because the last batch I made was a little thin and I think that might be why. So I'm gonna whisk this really good. And literally that's it. I'm going to sweeten it tomorrow with a little monk fruit sweetener and vanilla. And I'm gonna divvy it up into mason jars. But this incubates all night long. You do not need to have a special locking lid. You can use just a glass lid. Okay, so I'm gonna place my pot into the Instant Pot. I'm gonna press my yogurt button and it's already set for 9 hours. 9 hours, it will be a little tangier. 8 hours will be milder. I like it tangy. And make sure it's set to normal. That's all there is to it. All right, so I don't need to worry about my ceiling ring being on. I don't need to worry about my vent. I'm just gonna close it and lock it to keep it there. But in the morning, I'll throw it in the fridge and let it sit for about 12 hours. And I'll try the spoon test. I don't know if I can get Sarah up to video me in the morning, but I'll take some pictures if I can't get her out of bed. But I can put a spoon right in the middle of this yogurt and it'll hold it up. It's awesome. I call it the spoon test. But this will be ready tomorrow. Oh man, I don't put all this shit in the bag. All right, so it is 1:30 in the afternoon, the day after I started this yogurt at 9:30 last night. It has been in the refrigerator. After it finished 9-hour incubation period, I just threw it in the fridge. And this is how thick my yogurt is. All right, so now I'm just gonna stir it up. And because I'm gonna use this all as a snack, as actual yogurt. All right, so I'm gonna add about 1/4 cup of powdered Swerve. Eyeballing it. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then I'm gonna taste it, and if it still needs a little bit of sweetener, I'm going to add my sugar-free Tarani, hope I'm saying that right, Tarani vanilla syrup. All right, so you've got whisk it really good to get those lumps out. If you wanted to save some of this for savory dishes, you could scoop some out. If you wanted to get it even thicker, which I don't know if you could get it any thicker than it was, you could run this through a coffee filter or some cheesecloth. But this is not filtered and it's still very, very thick. It's a little tart still, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of the vanilla syrup to it. Maybe just a little touch more of the Swerve. Wash the spoon before I put it back in there. And so now I'm gonna divvy this up into about 1/2 cup servings in my mason jars, and I can add sliced strawberries on top. I buy a keto granola, or it's from the Diabetic Kitchen, a pecan cinnamon granola that I add on top of this. You could just add chopped nuts. You can just eat it plain. You can freeze it, make frozen yogurt. It's really good and could not be easier.